So there's two very powerful ways to deal with a woman's fluctuating emotions. Now, as you may know, women are very emotional creatures. Most of what they do revolves around how they are feeling at any particular moment. Sometimes those fluctuating emotions can just be very overwhelming and just not good energy to deal with in general. So just stay tuned so I can explain them to you in detail. What's going on, guys? My name is Assam from dopelifecoaching.com, and today I'm going to be talking to you about how to deal with women's emotions. If you're new to this channel and want updates on a regular basis, make sure you hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell icon so that you don't miss a single thing. So there isn't always a one-size-fits-all type of answer in terms of how to deal with a woman's fluctuating emotions. Sometimes it's that time of the month. Sometimes she's just feeling really emotional. Other times she's feeling upset because of something that happened with her friends. So in other words, it's not just one direct approach. But you want to know something? Here's a surefire way to deal with her fluctuating emotions at any given time. So these two words, being present and being non-reactive. Again, being present and being non-reactive. So let's discuss a hypothetical scenario. Let's just say that a man and a woman, they're married, and the man forgets to take out the trash. And not just that, but earlier last week, he forgot to take it out as well. And he had promised that he'd never forget to take it out again. And here he is, not following through on his promises. His wife gets angry. You never take out the trash. Oh my God. If you don't even follow through on your words, how am I supposed to trust you? Do you even love me? I don't think you love me. And if this keeps on happening, I'm not sure if we can continue on with this marriage. And typically, the guy responds in a reactive way, like, oh my God, that's so immature. I told you I was sorry and it won't happen again. Here you are saying you don't even love me just because I didn't take out the garbage. That's ridiculous. Oh my God. And on they go. Now here's the problem with what just happened. This woman, the garbage to her wasn't really important per se. Rather, her husband following through on what was important to her. Now, because he didn't take accountability and because he kept forgetting, to her, it's like he didn't make her feel important. The garbage, taking out the garbage, is like an act of service that's important to her, but he just completely ignored it. And not just that, he just made her not feel important. The key word is feel. She didn't feel important. And more importantly, she didn't feel loved by him. It's all about the present moment. In that moment, she didn't feel loved by him. And of course, what didn't help and what actually added fuel to the fire was the fact that he wasn't being present and he was being reactive instead of being present and centered in himself and non-reactive. It isn't easy, but I'll tell you, it's extremely powerful. And here's why. So the key to getting over something like that, some situation which she blew out of proportion in your eyes, is just number one, just follow through on your damn promises, man. Just give her the promise and actually follow through on it. Don't keep saying sorry a million times because number one, those sorries seem empty and hollow. And number two, they make you look weak and pathetic when you keep saying sorry, sorry, sorry. It's like, oh my God, okay. You look very weak at that moment. But instead, when you're present and you sincerely apologize only if you sincerely feel it, don't apologize if you don't believe you're wrong, and you're present, and also be non-reactive. A very good way to be non-reactive is to diffuse the situation with presence. So when she tells you something like that, you throw a curveball on her by using humor to diffuse the situation. For example, respond to her saying, I don't love you, to, fine, I guess I'm gonna have to move out right now. But tell you what, you're gonna have to pay my allowance because I'm honestly really broke. And then joke around about it, tickle her, do something playful, do something unpredictable. That's the key. Or you could say something like, fine, you don't love me anymore, I'm not gonna let you play with my toys anymore. I saved the toys just for you, but I'm gonna have to leave. Say something so ridiculous like what I just said. And because if you diffuse the situation properly by being fully present and sincerely apologizing, only of course if that's what you feel, and you throw her this curveball, it's like it's unpredictable. Many times she might not be able to help but laugh. And once you get her to laughing, she relaxes. and then she's gonna start opening up. It's really not that difficult once you understand what it is at the core. Now again, those two responses indicate non-reactance. Non-reactance indicates that you're being playful. And again, these should only be used obviously when you first diffuse a situation by accepting what you were actually wrong at and following through on what you promise on in the future. And of course, this goes hand in hand with making her feel important. If she thinks taking the trash out is really important and you forgot it for a day, in your eyes it's not a big deal, but in her it could be a really big deal. And you'd be surprised at how powerful being non-reactive is once you actually implement it. It's really not that difficult, but most guys don't do it. But when you do it, it's awesome. It gives you a good result. And at the same time, it indicates strength, because most guys, if they're, dealt with this situation, they're not going to respond in a proactive way. Instead, they're just going to react and add fuel to the fire. Rather, when you take accountability and you have the presence and the non-reactiveness, it's like you diffuse the situation. And then just like that, you could get her relaxed. And who knows, maybe you guys could have some makeup sex after that. So just as a recap, guys, women's emotions are fluctuating on a regular basis. And in order to diffuse a situation where her emotions are fluctuating and you don't know what to do, the first step is to be present. And then afterwards, after diffusing the situation, depending of course on what the situation is to be non-reactive and centered and present in the moment. Afterwards, you'll be surprised at how powerful and awesome this method is. Now, if you found this video valuable in any way, guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and also subscribe down below. And also, guys, if you want to get regular updates on my channel, make sure you hit that bell icon so that you don't miss a single thing. Go to my website, www.dopelifecoaching.com. We have free consultations for first timers, so make sure you take advantage of that offer. That's pretty much it, man. I shall see you soon, and go out there and implement these tactics, and then you will see exactly how powerful they are. Peace.